So, I mean, originally we planned on doing a fire pit here, but we went like everywhere pretty much, and everybody had these like crappy kits or whatever, or like really expensive kits that they claimed were work. Anyway, we decided to go our own route. So this is the fire pit mold that I made. So we're gonna do this part right here, and here is gonna be concrete, and then the base is gonna be brick. And I know it looks kind of Frankensteinish right now, but that's because a lot of these are gonna come off, and we're gonna fix that up. And inside is the gas line and stuff that we're gonna wire up and stuff to the gas. The gas line's gonna come out right there, and it's gonna come up right here to like a star type thing right here, and then that's what's gonna emit the flame out there. What do you think, Remsters?
She has candy.
Does it look good? Oh man, okay.
Rem, you got anything to say?
That's what I thought. So we're gonna go mix the concrete up. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so day 2, fireplace build. We got a part here. This part is the, it goes on the outside of the fireplace. We have to paint it black, so don't look at it yet. But this is where the gas valve goes right here, and then the push button starter goes right there for the push, so it can start the fireplace with electricity, I guess. It arcs. Anyway, I'll show you that in a bit. So this is, I had to cover the fireplace last night because, you know, in Idaho it gets bloody cold. And so anyway, we got to take the forms off right now, and so we'll take those off and we'll show the fireplace. But there's, you can see the release powder. This is the release powder on there, and we got to just clean all that off. And so we'll just brush that off, and then once we clean that powder off, we're going to go ahead and seal that so it seals all the concrete and everything. That looks really good. It's not going to look gray or anything. It's going to actually look more brown, just like the concrete color itself. But look at that release powder. This is water on top. It repels that water so much. I don't know where the water came from. I think it's the condensation underneath the tarp, but it repels that water so much, which is so cool. Okay, so it's actually super cold out here. I don't know if you guys can tell this, but the water that we were playing with yesterday has frozen. It always sucks, you know, being cold and all, but we gotta clean all this release powder off. We have to make it really clean so that hopefully we can seal this. This thing's all wet and because we cleaned it off, and so we're gonna wait for that to dry. But we got this piece right here. We're gonna put it. Here's the starter thing right here. It's kind of cool. This thing just unscrews like this, and then it's got this nut on here. This nut just lets you just stick it in here, and so it's attached to this thing like this. So I'm gonna stick that on there. It looks good. And this is the starter. There's no battery in there, so you can't push it yet. Beautiful. All right. I'm just gonna set that there for now until I know exactly where the brick's going, so I can make it more level with the brick when I get to it. We got all the brick laid. Looks good. Boring. Guess that took a little longer than I hoped. But okay, we're gonna seal the top now. The top, basically all you do is you put sealer on it, and it just makes it look real good, guys. Makes it look real good. That's what it looks like after the sealer's on there. It really pops. It really pops. It looks so good. It looks like real rock. Check that. Don't be a nerd.
Oh yeah, you look hot.
Okay, that's gonna be on camera forever now. Okay.
Well, it's only the truth.
Nobody wants to hear that crap. I'm actually, so I heated up. Ooh, it's steaming. I heated up the water because it's so flippin' cold here in flippin' Idaho. And I'm actually super nervous to do the grout lines because I've never done it before. So hopefully it goes really well. I'm sure I'll do fine. I don't think I want to do brick for a living.
Stretch your back out.
We've done 12 square feet.
Alright, sir, what are you doing?
I gotta figure out where to drill these holes. And this seems like the best way to do it. I'll put a little dollop of paint on the end of here. Then put this down. Uh-oh. And that's where the paint goes. And that's where we drill the hole goes. Here's the thing. The reason I'm doing this is because whoever does fire pits or whatever, they decide that this little metal piece in here is worth like $600. So I went and got these 2 sheets at Home Depot for about 20 bucks and decided that's how I'm gonna make my fire pit. So that's what I'm doing here, you know? I figured it's the better route to go. I'm gonna do the gas lines inside, and then I'm gonna go attach the whole unit together to the fireplace, and I'll kind of show you how that's, hopefully show you how that's gonna go, because it's gonna be hard to fit a camera in there. So anyway, so this is, these are the gas lines. I have them laid out in the order that I'm gonna hook them up here. So this part right here is gonna be the gas line coming that's stubbed out, and it's gonna hook to this little bad boy. It's gonna go over and elbow into this sweet blue elbow. This, just to connect to this. This is the actual valve that will turn the gas on, and you gotta make sure on this valve there's a direction of flow, so you gotta make sure and do it that way. So we gotta make sure that's where the gas comes in, and it goes that way into this little bad boy, into this elbow here, and then back up to this gas line. And then this is what's gonna connect to the fire ring. Boop, boop, boop. So we'll screw that on the fire ring there. Okay, there's the gas line all together. I actually tightened it a little bit more than one more rotation than I showed in the video already. So let's go hook that up. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's where the valve is going to go that we can access from the outside. Here's the gas line to that valve. And now all we got to do is go screw the thing on the other side to lock that in place. So we're going to do that. So that valve is screwed on the, this little key plate is screwed on the valve in there. I just got to clean it up because my hands are all dirty from the stupid white stuff. So we should be good there. That's good. Okay, so we only have a couple things left. This little piece right here is the, that's the piece that we're gonna hook to the burner. And then this thing is it's actually attached to this button right here. So you should be able to push that button. And this thing is what's actually gonna start the fireplace. So we're just gonna stick that right next to one of the burners on that star thing. We're gonna drill a hole and then screw it on. And then that will work like that. Theory, this should create a spark right here across this little arc right there, and that will hit the gas coming out of the burner. Go. When I raised up the ring a little bit because I don't want it actually on the concrete, come zoom in here on this thing. So we got all the holes. Here's the sparker, so it's gonna create an arc right here when I push this button, hopefully. See that? Move it a little closer here. Then it creates an arc to the closest metal surface, which is good because it'll dance around this little hole right here. So when the gas shoots out, it'll light it on fire there. Here's the ground for it. I just screwed it into that. And then I put a couple of these lava rocks in here to raise the ring up. And then we're gonna finish putting the lava rock from this wheelbarrow in here probably by hand, because we can't get any of the dust in these little holes here at all, or the dust to fall down here. So we're just gonna place them in nice and easy. And then we'll put the logs on. So it should be pretty cool. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good, huh? Looks good. Okay, let's put all the rocks in there.
Holy crap!
You guys like that? Is that warm?
How did you make that? Where's the fire coming?
The fire's coming from the gas.
What do you think, Ram?
From the metal? Why is it coming from the metal?
It's just the gas is coming out of the metal and it's making fire.
That's cool.
Does it look cool?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fire, isn't it?
What's all the lighting?
I think it does too. It actually is really warm.
Yeah.
Like all the way to here. Really a lot of
I
heat.
can feel it right here.
Yeah, it's really good.
How did you get?
I wonder how much it would burn per hour while it's burning. Jeez. It's almost like a real fireplace.
I know.
Turns the gas on.
Holy crap. Oh, that scared me. Is that real fire?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. Oh, turned out really good, obviously. The flame looks good, the logs look good, the fire pit looks good. I don't know, it just turned out good. It looks really good on the patio. we'll do some before and after shots and throw those things up. This valve thing, so this is the starter, you just hold it down. It worked out so good. And then you can just turn the gas on and off with this key. And so you can control the flow of the gas there. It's actually popping like a real fire. You hear it? And I did do a gas test on all my like fittings and stuff, and everything was good. There's no gas leaks anywhere. So I'm almost confident that we won't blow up anytime soon. I think it looks really awesome. Oh, it looks so good. Dude, so excited with how this thing turned out. I'll try and get a shot at night before I post this video, just so we can see what it looks like in the nighttime. This is like, the project took a little longer than I'd hoped, but it was actually it's mostly because it's super cold here in Idaho, but that's why we have the fire, so there's that. But it turned out a lot better. Things I learned, just take your time, I guess. Make sure you're doing it right, and then I think you'll be good to go, and I think you won't be disappointed. But this thing turned out so flipping good. I'm so happy with it. And it puts off a lot of heat, like a lot of heat. And this thing is, it looks good in there, the logs look good in there, and it's like, it's as hot as like a real fire would be. You don't want to like even get any closer than this to it. Like, so it's awesome, and I think it's gonna look real good at night, and it's gonna be real good, a real good area for us to come around and check out. So hopefully I'll get some good before and after pics and put on the video so you guys can see that, and you guys can see how it just the difference in how it turned out. But the concrete looks real good. It's actually cold all the way to there, so we can actually put our feet on it and rest our feet right there on the concrete, and we'll be just fine. And the brick turned out better than I thought, even though it was my first time doing brick. So happy with how that turned out. And I'm surprised the fire starter works and the gas works. So everything turned out absolutely awesome in this bad boy. So really happy with this project altogether. It's been one that we've been trying to knock out for a while now, and ended up costing probably around $400 for everything said and done. The guy at the place quoted me quite a bit more than that to get it done if they were going to come do it. So you'll save yourself a lot of money by doing it yourself. I like it.
This is amazing.
Any final thoughts on the project?
You're amazing.
No, that's not what they want to hear.
What do you want to hear?
They want to hear about the fireplace. They don't care about me.
Oh, okay. You're amazing.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I can edit that out probably.
Well, the guy just told me that these are just for looks, so I was kind of like disappointed. But it is hot. This is not, well, it is beautiful. But I mean, it's like perfect. Tons of heat, beautiful. You did good.
No, it looks really good. I think the concrete turned out really good too.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment. Oh crap, that's probably too bright. Subscribe. I'll put any of the links in the description that I think is necessary for you guys to build your own fireplace, because I think it will be awesome. Be sure and put in the comments if you do, and send me the pictures of the fireplaces that you guys make so we can see all the stuff that you guys come up with. Thank you.